Have you heard the story behind the Italian languages, plural? Hello, welcome to Light Linguistics. First off, thanks to Cherry from I Love Italian Everything for commissioning this video for my Buy Me a Coffee page. The story of Italian begins with an ending, the fall of Rome in the year 476. Before then, the area we now know as Italy was controlled by the Roman Empire, and they all spoke Latin since they were all at the heart of the Roman Empire. But when Rome fell, there was a power vacuum, and so new groups moved in, such as the Germanic Franks and the Goths, even the Norman Vikings and Arabs in the south. Eventually, new cities stood out as new cultural centers, such as Florence and Venice and Milan and Genoa. Without the overarching control of Rome, these cities began to grow more diverse, both culturally and linguistically. Over the next 1,000 years, the speech in Italy diverged to form countless new regional languages. There wasn't one single Italian language, there was the language of the region the people were in. But some of these regional languages were more widely used than others. The Tuscan language, the language of Florence, was incredibly influential even outside of its region because it was the language of Dante, who wrote a lot of early Italian literature. In contrast, Sicilian, the language of Sicily, the mountainous island in the south, was not really well known by the people in the north because it wasn't in a major Renaissance cultural center. Starting in the Renaissance, scholars began to discuss making a standard Italian language out of all of the regional languages. Many of these scholars wanted a language like Tuscan, the language of Dante and Machiavelli and other influential early authors and cultural figures. But they often added in bits and bobs of their own regional languages. In 1612, the first standard Italian dictionary was published, but it was a lot more popular among scholars than it was among ordinary people. 250 years after that, in 1861, Italy became a unified nation and adopted Standard Italian as their language of governance. For some perspective, this was around the time the American Civil War started, so Italy is much newer of a nation than we often think. When Italy unified, only about 2.5% of Italians spoke Standard Italian. Naturally, that number's gone up, but most Italians are still bilingual in their regional language and Standard Italian. It's important to remember that these regional languages aren't just dialects of Italian, they're their own languages that existed before Standard Italian existed. And they each still represent their own unique history and culture way before Italian unification. Anyway, thanks again to Cherry with I Love Italian Everything for commissioning this video. If there's a linguistic topic you'd like to see explored, or you just want to support my work, head over to buymeacoffee.com/lightlinguistics or hit the link in my bio. As always, thanks for watching, and like and follow for more language.